All right, we'll call the meeting to order. Animal Services, Tuesday, March 21st, 2023. I'll do a roll call.
Cahill. Here. Desart. Eckhoff.
Here.
Garcia.
Here.
Rutledge.
Here.
Right under the wire.
We have a quorum. Do you have anybody signed in for public comment?
No public comment.
So you want to introduce your guests? We do have a few guests here today.
I have 4 students from Hinsdale Central, the AP US Government class. So Robert, Rebecca, Ethan, and Sahan.
Welcome.
And, yeah, excited to show them today. I put the names.
Yeah, they're here with AP government or AP government, right? So I've got a few AP. That's always the smart kids. So I think we have. There's one of them all right here before. Maybe Madison, Wisconsin. I think food scientist. I think we got over there. Chemical engineer. Maybe U of I. Boston College.
Those stereotypes.
And Georgetown. International business and a couple other ones.
Oh, nice.
So, but welcome. Okay, Chairman's remarks. We do not have any remarks today. We'll move on to approval of our minutes. So we get a motion to approve our minutes, February 21st. Any corrections, additions, comments? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Minutes are approved. Move on to our one procurement item. I get a recommendation for approval of a contract purchase order tonight. Core Gas to provide natural gas.
So moved.
Not to exceed 100,000. Any questions, comments on this one? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Move on to our grants. If I can get a motion for acceptance appropriation of the interest earned on our investment for the DuPage Animal Friends Foundation Coordinator.
So moved. Second.
Questions, comments? Do you mean the contract again with the grants coordinator? Foundation coordinator.
Yes, she is still active. We did not, when we start, because the it's a set dollar amount. Once that dollar amount starts decreasing, then we go to Friends and discuss if it's something they want to continue. So since it is a temporary position.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And then last, we get a motion for acceptance appropriation of the interest earned on the investments from the DuPage Animal Friends Phase 2 capital project, amount of $100,000. Questions, comments on this one? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Move on to our administrative update, Laura.
Yeah, so I'm pleased to share that the other week we hosted 37 officers from 21 different police departments with a field service training in coordination with Best Friends. So we talked about ways to increase return to owner and field, ways to handle wildlife calls, resolving community conflict with outdoor cats. It was an all-day workshop and we had a lot of great feedback that they appreciated and want to see more of these types of educational opportunities. And we also supplied each department that sent representatives got to take home a couple $100 worth of field supplies. So microchip scanner, leashes, carriers. So strengthening our partnerships with our other community organizations is important to us because we just talk about we can't do this work alone. And so many times they are the first ones receiving calls and in the field working with residents who are having any type of animal conflict. So we had a really successful workshop. I also wanted to share that April 20th is going to be the official start of our TNR season with the vehicle, where we work with feral fixers to bring cats to the shelter. We've got a special vet that comes and does all those surgeries. It's also becoming, the calendar's filling up for that vehicle to be going to outreach events. So if you guys have things in your area that you want to make sure that we can have our outreach coordinator at with the vehicle, be sure to let me know sooner than later because we've got a full calendar already for the summer and fall.
We reach out to you.
Yeah, I can connect you with Laura Winnie. She's our outreach coordinator.
Did you guys do Fall Fest at Donata?
We did, yes.
Last year.
Yes. 2 days was a little bit much. I don't know if they're planning. It was.
I think they're going to try to do two days
again. So I think we did both days, but the feedback I got was that maybe we take it down to one day. Some of the challenges with bringing animals to events is they can't handle like a whole day of being there, much less two. So we And it's a lot to bring the vehicle back and forth to transport those animals. So we can be at events and kind of depending on the type of event they are, work on, what's appropriate animals to be out there, what kind of things do you want us to be talking about, and so on. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
When you have the vehicle out at the event, can you potentially work with rescue partners and let them bring their animals out
Sure.
Yeah.
in the backdrop? So they
Yeah, I
can bring the
just
animals
wanna
out,
see you
because
there.
usually they just bring them.
Whatever the animals are, you
Yeah.
can rotate them.
It's always a
however
nice
you-
draw.
But the rescues usually have them in their fosters and they can just bring them to events, but then they can have the vehicle as a backdrop and you can ask a couple of
Okay.
partner rescues.
I'll
to-
make sure it's on your calendar.
Yes, yeah, it is. A couple exciting things that we are planning. We've talked about our partnership in the Chicagoland Humane Coalition, that the area shelters and rescues that work together to pool resources and identify areas where we can work together to help some of the animals, reduce euthanasia rates, help residents with pets. So we are going to be relaunching our Chicago Dog Campaign. We did that last year. It was really a communication effort to help people understand, like we have a lot of, we call them our bully breeds, our blocky head dogs coming into shelters. And I actually had somebody from another shelter say to me the other day, we keep getting all of these pit bulls in, but nobody wants to adopt pit bulls. And my question back was, where are they all coming from? Because somebody is getting these dogs, right? And then they're ending up in our shelters. So, and sometimes they're a misunderstood breed. So we are relaunching this campaign to talk about benefits of pit bulls. Some of these larger dogs that they're misunderstood. They can be great companions. They're not all dangerous and vicious dogs. We actually have a program where we offer vouchers to spay and neuter pitty type dogs for free for low-income residents and just if you've got pitties. So we really want to put resources around trying to get these animals out of shelters and into homes. So we're relaunching that campaign this year. And we are also relaunching, sorry, not relaunching, we're starting a new effort to do a more coordinated return to home initiative. So all of our shelters, and this includes shelters like Anti-Cruelty Society, South Suburban Humane Society, Hinsdale Humane Society, Evanston, there's a number of them. We cover a pretty wide geographic area. How do we get animals back to their owners faster? One of the things that we're working on is in coordination with 24 Pet Health, they're launching a new Boston Found website called 24 Pet Connect. So we're going to be launching that in the Chicagoland area. They're going to be working with putting all the media behind it as long as we can coordinate like locally some events. So one of the events that we're planning is on June 24th. We're going to do a 24-hour microchip-a-thon. So it's 24 Pet Connect. We want to microchip pets for 24 hours on June 24th. So, and the shelter, all of us shelters are picking timeframes. So we won't be open 24 hours, but we'll take like a chunk of that. We want to, once again, make sure we're covering a large geographic area. We thought we'd do it at one location and everybody goes there, and we felt like we wouldn't hit as many people. So all of our shelters are going to be participating and marketing that event. So that's really exciting. The ability to collaborate with other shelters in the Chicagoland area has been really valuable. We want to continue to come up with innovative ways to help people and their pets together. So, and that is it. So I also wanted to share, we've got a new date for our groundbreaking. So it looks like June 6th, I'll have Christy get a calendar invite out to everybody, is going to be our new date. And
What's April 1st, Animal Services Volunteer Appreciation. I had on my calendar.
so we do have in fact, the invites are going out this week for volunteer appreciation. But we did have to move the date and we have a venue change. So that is going to be April 15th. So you'll be receiving those invites this week.
I'm out, I got a wedding that day.
Oh, sorry.
And what was the date? Groundbreaking?
Yeah, I know, I was thinking that
Yeah,
too.
I'm gonna be done.
June 6th is groundbreaking, and then April 15th will be volunteer appreciation. We're going to be at a venue in the West Chicago Park District building.
Oh, the Art Center.
I believe so.
It's
Yeah.
a great building.
Yeah. We've struggled with finding venues that can fit us at a reasonable price. And so sometimes we've had to scale back on who we could invite, but that's a pretty sizable space.
Oh, yeah, it is.
And yeah, so we're excited.
You guys usually have food and beverage.
We normally
there.
do hors d'oeuvres, we've got a
Yeah.
presentation, we always plan some fun icebreaker games and
Didn't know where you were
What's the
bringing
time
it
of
from. Last year was
I
a lot of
believe
fun.
it's
Oh, yeah.
5 to
Historical.
7.
Okay.
Yeah, the invite should be going out this week, so. Oh, yeah, we were at the historical. That was a great, that was a lot of
great
fun.
When did you
Yeah.
go with
Yeah.
the Forest Reserve?
We were at Maple Meadows a couple years, yeah.
Wait, was it? Is there?
We just like mixing up the
Oh,
venues,
okay.
keeping it interesting for everybody. Yeah. It's nice when we can support like our local park districts. And it was great doing it. The museum was phenomenal. And it was very timely because they had a companion animal exhibit happening at the same time.
Perfect
So,
timing.
yeah.
Perfect.
And then we'll be doing a presentation at our April committee meeting to give you guys an update on the building plans as well.
Oh, great.
Thank you.
Looking forward to that.
Yes.
Any old business? New business? Objection, we're adjourned.